Hi, my name is Morag and welcome to this video on the Food Safety Hub about cooking, reheating and chilling. So the cook process is obviously a very important one in food safety. It's a kill step in food safety terminology. Minimum temperatures need to be reached to render the food safe and kill pathogens that are present in the food, also to make it tasty and nice to eat. The reheat process is also a food safety step. Typically it's got a lower temperature that it needs to be reheated to. But to access this on the Food Safety Hub, this is a workflow. So what that means is that we need to keep coming back to this particular workflow and keep adding data to it until it's complete. So it's different to a form where something is submitted and finished. There are various submissions. So as you can see here with the cook, reheat, serve and chill, there's a number of different workflows that we can enable here depending on what we're doing with the food. So if we're cooking it and chilling it, that's probably the most complex one. If it's cook and serve, it's really quite simple. We add the product name in there. In this particular case, the food safety program has a critical limit of 75 degrees. That will change depending on the food safety program. Each one will typically nominate a different temperature, but that needs to be a minimum temperature to affect a kill step. Reheating, that's typically 60 degrees. It's a little bit lower. That's a product that's already been cooked. Therefore, the kill step has already occurred, and what we're doing is reheating it to a minimum temperature of 60. Again, your food safety program may specify a different reheat temperature, which of course this can be changed to. The cook chill is the most complex one, and that's one we'll go through in this example. We're cooking some beef, for example. Now the first verification is the cook temperature. So in this particular case, as we mentioned earlier, 75 is the minimum temperature that needs to be cooked to. So we manually take the temperature of the product and enter that temperature in there from the thermometer. So once the cook step's been verified, we start with the chill process. So the chilling of the food in this particular case is around the 2-4 hour rule. So it needs to chill from 60 to 21 within 2 hours, and then 21 to under 5 in 4 hours, otherwise known as the 2-4 hour rule. So once you're ready to start chilling the food, we select that start chill, and that will start a timer. So you can see that timer's started. That's a server-based timer, so we can log out of the system, someone else can log in, or we can log in later, and that timer will still be active. So we're at phase 1, which is the phase from 60 to 21. So we have 2 hours now to chill that food down to below 21. So if we submit that, now this product would be in a blast chiller, for example, or in a freezer, and we can see there you've got a timer that's ticking away there. Okay, so that timer will remain active throughout, and we can also see on the home page that there's a 1 next to that, so that basically means there's one of these in progress. We can have as many cook-chill processes running concurrently as we need to, so we just keep adding those to a new cook-chill process. Okay, so that's we can then go and access other forms in the system, or we can go back into that workflow and update that. So if I wanted to start a new one, I'd simply add a new one there. But if I want to re-enter this one to enter a new temperature in, so let's say we've come back, now you can see that the form is a little bit different now. We're at another stage in the workflow. So now if we then imagine that this product has cooled down to below 21 but still over 5, this is when another timer will start, and we call that phase 2. So we've got now we've got 4 hours to chill it below 5 degrees, in line with the 2-4 hour rule. So again, we can submit that and let the product cool down. So we go away and let it do its thing, let it cool down. We can see that you've got both those timers. One of them's paused now, which is the initial one, and we can go back into that as we need to. So that phase 1 is complete now, and phase 2 timer is still active. So once we then enter, again, we take the temperature of the food and we enter a temperature below 5. So once that is below 5, you can see that complete chill option now came up, and once we submit that complete chill, that will close out the workflow and save all of those inputs, times and temperatures into the database, and we've got that for our verification of a cook chill process.